Today we will discuss a topic that we often face in life, which is dishonor, and how the principles of Stoicism can guide us in dealing with it wisely. Let's get started. 1. Maintain inner peace. Stoics often refer to Epictetus, who said, "People are disturbed not by things, but by the view they take of them." This quote emphasizes that our reactions are based on our interpretation, not on the event itself. Stoics emphasize that our emotional responses are not determined by external events, but by our interpretation of those events. Disrespect, for example, does not naturally make us feel distressed. What makes us feel distressed is our perception and judgment of it. When someone disrespects you, it is important to realize that their behavior is a reflection of their own thoughts, feelings, and judgments, not an objective assessment of your worth. This understanding can help you maintain your inner peace by not letting their disrespect upset your emotional balance. 2. Practice introspection. Marcus Aurelius reminds us to look within. The happiness of your life depends on the quality of your thoughts. Stoicism encourages individuals to engage in introspection and self-reflection. Stoics believe that one of the key aspects of wisdom and self-improvement is the ability to reflect on our thoughts and behaviors. When you encounter disrespect, it is important to engage in introspection. Ask yourself questions such as, is there any truth in what the person said or did? Did my actions or words contribute to this situation? How can I respond in a way that is in line with my values and virtues? By objectively examining your reactions and the situation, you can better understand the event and your role in it. This introspection allows you to respond more thoughtfully and constructively to disrespect. 3. Not acting impulsively. Seneca advises, when you are angry, make sure that it is not just a present evil, but that you have improved the habit. Stoics believe in the importance of self-control and rationality. They argue that impulsive reactions driven by intense emotions such as anger or frustration often lead to poor decisions and unnecessary suffering. When faced with disrespect, the Stoic approach encourages you to avoid impulsive reactions. Distract yourself for a moment and collect your thoughts. This pause allows you to regain control of your emotions and gives you the opportunity to respond in a more measured and thoughtful way. By refraining from the urge to react instantly, you can better align your responses with Stoic principles of wisdom and self-control. This approach often leads to more constructive interactions and less emotional fallout when faced with disrespect. 4. Empathize. Stoics advocate understanding the other person's point of view. As Epictetus said, "Don't look for goodness in external things, look for it in yourself." Stoics believed that humans are interconnected, and understanding the motivations and emotions of others can lead to better interactions and personal growth. When someone shows disrespect, Stoicism suggests practicing empathy. Try to put yourself in the other person's shoes and understand their perspective. Consider factors such as background, experience, and current emotional state. By empathizing with the person who disrespects you, you can gain insight into why they might be behaving the way they are. Avoid reacting defensively or aggressively, and respond with patience and understanding rather than anger. The practice of empathy when faced with disrespect aligns with the Stoic values of wisdom, compassion, and self-improvement. It allows you to respond to challenging situations with a more balanced mind and compassion, which in turn promotes better relationships and personal development. 5. Focus on virtue. A core Stoic principle is to cultivate virtues such as wisdom and courage. Seneca suggests virtue is nothing but right common sense. Stoicism places great emphasis on the pursuit of virtue as the highest good in life. Virtue is a quality of character that leads to an exceptional and fulfilling life according to Stoic philosophy. When faced with dishonor, Stoicism suggests focusing on virtue in your response. This means considering how you can respond in a way that is in line with Stoic values and virtues. By focusing on virtue when faced with dishonor, Stoicism encourages you to respond in a way that preserves your moral principles, maintains your integrity, and contributes to personal growth. It's about striving to be the best version of yourself even in challenging situations. 6. Accept reality. Stoics emphasize acceptance of reality. Epictetus said, "If you pursue external happiness, you will be unhappy." Stoics believed that change is a natural part of life, and resisting or rejecting reality will only lead to suffering. When faced with disrespect, it is important to accept the fact that you cannot control the behavior of others. The person's actions are part of the external world that you cannot always control. By accepting this reality, you can avoid the stress and suffering caused by unnecessary resistance to reality. Stoicism teaches that when you accept reality and focus on the things you can control, you can achieve peace and wisdom. 7. Maintain peace of mind. Peace of mind is one of the core principles in Stoicism. Epictetus said, "The strongest person is the one who is able to control himself when angry." Stoics emphasize the importance of maintaining peace of mind, especially in the face of disrespect. When you feel disrespected, emotional reactions can trigger stress and discomfort. Stoicism encourages you to practice maintaining peace of mind, even in challenging situations. This means keeping control of your emotions, distancing yourself from negative emotions, and thinking clearly. By maintaining peace of mind, you can respond in a thoughtful and effective manner, rather than being overwhelmed by emotions. This allows you to behave in line with Stoic principles and achieve better results in interactions with people who disrespect you. 8. Focus on what you can control. Stoics emphasize the importance of focusing your attention on things you can control. Epictetus said, "No one is truly lost than when he loses himself." Stoics believe that many aspects of life are beyond our control, and worrying about things we cannot control will only result in unnecessary stress and anxiety. When you are faced with disrespect, Stoicism suggests focusing on your response, not the other person's behavior. You cannot control how others behave, but you can control how you respond to them. By focusing on what you can control, you can avoid unnecessary frustration and respond in a more thoughtful way. This allows you to maintain your inner peace and avoid the stress caused by worrying about things you cannot change. 9. Considering a long-term perspective. Stoics emphasize the importance of considering a long-term perspective. Marcus Aurelius said, "Think where this will lead, and think what we will get out of it." Stoics believe that we often get caught up in feelings and short-sightedness, which results in unwise actions and decisions. When you are faced with disrespect, Stoicism suggests looking at the situation in a broader context. Consider how your actions in response to the disrespect will affect your relationship with the person, your reputation, and your long-term well-being. By considering the long-term perspective, you can avoid actions and reactions that are driven by emotions and impulses, and instead make decisions that are more thoughtful and in line with your values. 10. Don't let others determine your well-being. One of the main teachings of the Stoics is that true happiness comes from within, not from external factors or the behavior of others. Epictetus said, "Nothing can spoil it but that we ourselves let it happen." Stoics believe that we must maintain control over our own well-being and happiness. When you are faced with disrespect, Stoicism encourages you not to let the behavior of others determine your well-being. Turn your attention away from their behavior and focus on maintaining your own inner peace and happiness. This involves recognizing that you have control over how you respond to disrespect, and you can choose to maintain your inner peace even in challenging situations. This is an example of applying the Stoic principle that we cannot control external events, but we always have control over our reactions and responses to them. By following these principles of Stoicism, you can deal with disrespect wisely and maintain your inner peace. Stoicism is a powerful philosophy that can help you overcome interpersonal challenges and develop a more thoughtful and calm attitude in the face of disrespect.